This says Rabbeinu Yonah Shari Tshuva, in the end of the third shah, the third gate. There's different aspects of Lashon Hara. There's 6 different categories, but the last category is something that's called a nirgan. What is a nirgan? The Shlomo Melech in Mishlei explains this. If you want to look it up, it's in Mishlei, chapter 18, verse 8. Shlomo Melech explains this, that simply a nirgan is a complainer. A nirgan is someone who goes and complains, who always complains, who always has something sort of negativity. And that is the root cause of Lashon Hara. That is the root cause of evil speech, is being negative. And that's why, who wants life? You want to know who wants life? See good. If you see good, you'll enjoy life. You'll appreciate life. You'll love life. But if you're a negative person, if you're a down person, you won't be able to appreciate life. And Rabbi Fran brings down a story from Rabbi Ephraim Shapiro. It's a mashal, it's a parable, but it's a great parable nonetheless, that there was a religious Catholic woman, Roman Catholic woman, that she lived in America, and she decided that they're going to do a trip. Saved up a lot of money, they're going to go a trip to Italy, to visit Rome, to visit the Vatican, to visit the Pope. So before she flies out, she goes to her hairdresser. She wants to make sure she got her hair done. She looks all good for the Pope. She makes sure she looks all good for her trip. And she's sitting over there. She's chatting with the hairdresser. And the hairdresser is saying, "So where are you going? What's the occasion for this?" She says, "I'm going to Rome. I'm going to Italy." And the hairdresser says, "Italy? Oh my God, what a disgusting, that place is filthy. That place is disgusting. There's litter all over. The people are so not nice. It's a terrible city." "How are you flying?" the hairdresser asks. She says, "Oh, we're flying, whatever, United, Continental, pick your, fancy." And she says, "Well, you're flying Continental. You're flying that airline? That airline is terrible. The seats are so cramped. You barely have ability to breathe. The air conditioning is so low over there. The cushions are not good. The flight attendants are always in a bad mood. Oh, I can't believe you're flying with this, this flight, with this airline." So the hairdresser says, "So where are you staying?" So she names a certain hotel. Saying, "That hotel, oh my gosh, I've been to that hotel. What a dump. That place is everything. Well, it's so terrible. There's nothing good about that hotel." And she's like, "You're going to Rome. You're going to all this trouble. What's your main purpose of the visit?" She says, "Oh, I want to go to the Vatican. I want to visit the Pope." And she said, I signed up that I'm able to have a private session with the Pope." The hairdresser started laughing. He said, "You're going to have a private, it's going to be you and 5,000 other people having a private session with the Pope." And she finishes her hair, and she goes on. Meanwhile, this woman flies to the Vatican, meets the Pope, does everything, comes back, about 6 weeks later to do her hair again. And the hairdresser says, "So, how was your trip? Was it everything that didn't I warn you?" So she was like, "How's your flight?" So she says, "Oh, the flight was overbooked. And what happened is that they ended up bumping us, not to business, but they bumped us to first class. And, lay flat seating. We were able to eat on nice plates. This unbelievable, the chef prepared us this food." And, the hairdresser's like, "Okay, so what about the hotel?" And they were like, "Oh, the hotel was, our room wasn't ready. There was issue with construction. They ended up bumping us from one level to another. We ended up in the presidential suite. We had the view that's unbelievable. The room was magnificent. It was huge." And she's like, "So what about Rome? Didn't I tell you it was so messy?" She's like, "Rome was beautiful. We were able to visit all the ruins. We were able to go and visit all the things. The weather was nice. Everything was great." And then the hairdresser finally pulling out the last, string. "So what about the Pope? Are you able to you're able to speak to the Pope?" She said, so this woman said, "You're not going to believe what happened. We're sitting in line with thousands of people waiting to meet the Pope. All of a sudden, 2 Swiss soldiers come up and walk right up to me and my husband. And he says, 'You too? Coming with me.' And they brought us directly up to the Pope. And we sat, us and another couple, just us, 4 people. We were sitting with the Pope. And the Pope was going and telling us, 'I noticed that you guys are from not around here. You guys from America. I want to say how grateful that we are that you guys travel so far to come and visit us over here. It gives us tremendous amount of chizuk,' the Pope says. He didn't use that word, right? I'm paraphrasing. He says, 'It gave us tremendous amount of chizuk that you're coming over here.' And he starts speaking about it. He says, 'It's so amazing, everything that you've done.' He says, 'But I got to ask you a question.' He says, 'You flew so much, you did so far, but one thing that's bothering me so much, and that's why I called you over. Who did your hair? It looks terrible.' And the Pope, this is what she's telling to the hairdresser. And the nimshal, the lesson that we learned, someone that's a negative, someone that's a downer, someone that's always looking at the negative, their negativity is all around them. They're not able to accomplish a lot in life. They're not able to do a lot in life. They're always negative. Someone that has positivity is always able to accomplish more, is always able to conquer more, is always able to do so much more. I've met, Baruch Hashem, so many people in my years of speaking and dealing in the public, and you see people that are negative, people that are down, people that are depressed, or whatever reason, and they are stuck in their corner. And then you meet people that are happy that shouldn't be happy, or that are confident that shouldn't be confident, and they're accomplishing things that you would never have dreamed of them being able to accomplish. And it all depends on the mood. It all depends on how you perceive things and how you see things. And if you're able to see things in a positive, then it takes it into your mind. You're in a better mood. If you're in a better mood, you're able to accomplish more. There are plenty of studies done. There are studies upon studies are done that people that are more productive, more efficient, and they do better at whatever that they're doing if they're in a better mood. You'll be a better mother. You'll be a better father. You'll be a better, teacher. You'll be a better everything if you're just going to be a better mood. And what brings down a lot is the way that you perceive things, the way that you see things. And if you see things in a positive way, then you are going to be successful. If you see things in a negative way, you're going to fall yourself to the dumps and you're not going to be successful, even at your profession, even of what you do.